Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sonja J. And as you can see, a few things have changed. Well, just a few things. So I've been gone for a while. I'm late as fuck. That is what I need to say, because for sure I am. As you can see, this is episode 7 review, and we're already about to be on episode 11 tomorrow. So I'm late, I know. If you care, if you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. Hello. And if you're not new to my channel, you've been watching my reviews or you are subscribed, whatever. Hey, welcome back. I have been gone for a minute. I recently posted a video as to why I've been gone, what's going to be happening with my YouTube channel for this year and whatever. So if you would care to share, well, you can share the video, but if you care, if you care to listen and you want to know what's been going on with me, why I've been gone, go watch that video. And you can come back to this video or you can watch it after, whatever. But in that video explains why I've been gone, and why I've been late as fuck on these videos. But I'm here today. Also, I'm congested. I cannot say that word right, so whatever. But you get what I'm trying to say. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. My nose is stuffy as F. I'm congested and in one ear. That's why I have earphones only in one ear. I can't really hear that well. I can hear, but my hearing is muffled. I'm really congested. You get the word I'm trying to say. Oh, it's hard saying that word. So yeah, so I'm late, but I'm back. You can see why I've been gone in the other video I just posted. Let's get into this review. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Ashley first. Now, Ashley goes on her Vegas trip with her girls. Looks like she has a good time. She was lit. I was here for it. I'm glad she has like a good group of girlfriends. Bar and her talk while she's on the trip. He gets annoyed because she's wearing this like cute outfit that's a little bit see-through, and they're arguing about it like they're in a relationship even though they're like broken up. Were they broken up at this point, or were they like on the verge? I think they were. No, they were broken up. And so yeah, she was kind of upset about it, but trying to get over it so she can have a good time. Now, my opinion on this, and let me just say this, with Bar, and even guys like Bar, there's so many red flags with him, and how you can just tell that he's not going to be able to give Ashley what she really needs as a woman, as a mother, as a wife that he was planning on, making her a wife one day. They were engaged. There's just so many red flags. And then just the simple fact, simple, they didn't break up because he was cheating, thankfully. They didn't break up because he was abusive, even though he had that time when he was, and that was some fucking bullshit. Like, but that's a whole nother video. But you guys broke up because you literally refused to get a job. You literally refused to get your GED. GED. There's just so many red flags with Bar and this relationship. And I'm not saying Ashley's perfect, but clearly she's not the main problem. Clearly she's doing what she has to do to be a good mother, to be a good partner, to build their family. And I hate to put it in quotation marks because they legitimately were, in a way, are a family. But if I'm being realistic, they never really had a real fair chance because Bar was whole nother video. I don't even feel like going into it, but all I'm saying is there's so many red flags with him and that relationship. Not surprised they broke up. It's sad because I do think they make a cute couple. I think they look really cute together. I think Ashley's pretty. I think Bar's attractive. I think they look good together. Two attractive people with a cute little baby. I liked them together. Their personalities were cute. Ashley was more serious, but she still knows how to get lit and have a good time. Bar is always trying to get lit and have a good time, but he does seem like he has a good comprehension. Like, he seems like he's good at comprehending what's going on. Like, even though he doesn't make the best decisions, and he's not what's the word I want to use, he's not really, I don't know, he doesn't make the best decisions, but when you actually talk to him, especially when he's calm and he's like not upset or anything, he actually understands when he does something wrong. He can comprehend and get like his faults and everything. Like, I do think Bar is a good guy deep down inside. He just was raised in a toxic environment, and so all he knows is hood shit. So all he does is hood shit. He probably literally doesn't really, like, let's be honest. Because the fact that Ashley has to tell him this for 4 years now, he still doesn't get it. He probably really doesn't think there's anything wrong with him not working and not getting his GED. Like, he probably literally thinks there's nothing wrong with it. Like, why can't I just stay at home and take care of Holly and not get my GED and not help you financially at all? And, you know, we're still together. He probably literally doesn't see anything wrong with that. So I'm not surprised they broke up. But just the simple fact, even just this one little red flag, the fact that he's like acting so crazy about the fact that she was wearing that little cute outfit. Like, I can see if it was like she was walking out like, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like if you're not my husband, you can't tell me how to dress. That's just my opinion. If you're not my husband, I don't give a fuck if we have a kid together. If you're not my husband, and I'm dead ass, I don't care if you're my baby daddy. If you're not my husband, you can't tell me how to dress. Point blank. Especially if we just broke up. The fuck? But yeah, if you're not my husband, you can't tell me how to dress. That's point blank period. Point blank period. I don't care what the fuck I'm wearing. Point blank period. Number 2, even if you are my husband, if I feel like there's no problem with me wearing it, I'm gonna wear it. And that's just on period. And you could call it what you want, but bitch, I call it how I see it. And that's just how I feel about it. That's how I roll, and that's what I do. Like, if I feel like it's too much, I'm not gonna wear it. But if I feel like it looks good and it's sexy and I'm here for it, I'm wearing it. I don't care. Now, if my husband really feels strongly about an outfit, he feels really that uncomfortable about something I'm wearing, and I can see where he's coming from, I may compromise. But one, you have to be my husband, okay? Not my baby daddy, not my boyfriend, not my fiance, my husband. Number 2, I may compromise if I feel I want to. And I'm just being 100. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I don't feel like when you're in a relationship, and even if you're in a marriage, that you have to change who you are and change what you like and what you want to do for the other person. Like, because it's kind of sad, but in society, especially for women, when you get in a relationship, and especially when you get married and have children, you lose yourself a lot for the other people, and I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I feel like there's a balance where you can be a wife and a mother and still be who you are and who you were. Yeah, you have to compromise, which I have no problem with doing, but I'm not going to completely take the outfit and change the outfit or whatever just because you don't like it. Maybe I'll throw on something extra on top just so it's not as bad, or put something under so it's not as bad, but I'm still going to do it. But if I don't agree, then I'm still going to do it. That's just how I look at it. That's my opinion. It's worked for me for the past 6 years of marriage. So, moving on. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Brianna. Could you guys comment down below and tell me what you think about her situation? Because, like, I don't really know 100% how to feel, because part of me understands exactly where Brianna's coming from, and I empathize with what she's going through. But then another part of me is like, and I don't know if it's her mom that I feel more of this way towards, or if it's both of them. But I mean, she gets it from her mom, so maybe it's her mom. But I just feel like Brianna's mom, and Brianna, but more so Brianna's mom, they both be too quick to like cut people off and be like, okay, well, I don't know. Now listen, I'm not trying to judge, because I get it. And I think it is fucked up that a lot of women have vulnerable moments where they'll trust a guy and, you know, or just want to have fun, you know, for the night or whatever. Or maybe you've known him for a while and you just wanted to have fun that night, but you've known him for a while and you expected him to give you more respect and courtesy than he's giving you after you got pregnant. Yeah, maybe it was just for a night. Maybe, you know, we weren't just having fun that night, but I knew you before then. We were friends, and it's like, for you to, like, I get pregnant and then you just ghost me and ghost the baby, and then you expect me to just let you come in when you want and just give you rights to the son I've been raising for the past 2 years. I get it. I do get that. So it's like, I hate that women go through that. I hate that so many women go through that. And I hate that guys do get away with it. And child support isn't enough. We're not even just talking about child support. Yeah, you can spend or send off $1,000 a month, a week, a day, bitch. But if you're not in your child's life and you don't actually spend time with your child, tell your child you love them, take them to school, put them to bed, like do all the things that you're supposed to do all the things that most, not all, but most mothers do, and sadly a lot of them do it by themselves. It is fucked up that a lot of guys get away with that. It is fucked up that a lot of guys think they can fuck any woman they want, get them pregnant, and then be like, oh, well, I didn't really want a baby, so you're on your own. But then you all of a sudden, 2 years later, have a heart and decide, oh, I want to be in my child's life. But, like, you didn't give a fuck when I was pregnant. I had to be pregnant by myself. I was giving birth by myself. Raising the kid by myself. Paying for the child by myself, and you weren't there. But now, all of a sudden, you want to come in. Like, I get it. I do get it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like her mom be like putting it in her head for her to like be quick to cut people off. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's the vibe I get. I don't know, because like I just feel like the boy just found out that Brayson was his son. Now, I'm not giving him an excuse because the way he handled the announcement, he wasn't shit for that. But I will be honest, he just found out. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be allowed to see his son, but I'm not saying that he should either. I really don't know. I'm kind of in between. That's why I'm asking you guys. Tell me your opinion, because I do feel like at one point you got her fucked up, and guys like you ain't shit to get women pregnant and then decide when you want to jump in and out of the child's life. You ain't shit. That's fucked up. Fuck you for that. Like, period on period. But at the same time, like, if you actually really want your child to have their father in their life, if you really say that, you really mean it, then you have to give him a chance to be in his life. And there might be times where he fucks up. But if you really want him to be in your child's life, you're going to have to take that chance. And maybe even me saying that is being too nice, because sometimes these guys really don't deserve another chance. It's like, you fucked up so many times, like Stephen. And we're going to get to him in a minute. But guys like him really actually don't deserve another chance, in my opinion. And there's a difference in Stephen and Brianna's baby daddy, because the situation's way different. Stephen knew, he didn't, and also the situation's way different. But, like, I do feel like Brianna's baby daddy ain't shit. Fuck him for that. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know if they should just try to cut him off of his rights already, and maybe wait a little bit just because everything is new. That's just my opinion, but I'm not 100% sure if I even agree with that, because I'm like, I do feel like I'm more on Brianna's side, because at the end of the day, that's her child. She's been raising him, and she had to go through everything by herself, so it's like, whatever she decides, for the most part, I'll be down for. But I don't know 100% how to feel about it, because I do feel like her mom sometimes be like quick to be like, well, take away his rights or get child support. Even though I feel like women do deserve child support, especially if they're single moms. But I don't feel like that's all the child needs. I feel like the child also needs their father in their life too. But it depends on the situation. Let's move on. Okay, so we might as well call this segment the Rachel and Mallory segment, okay? Because Mallory really should have been on this show. Like, they honestly either should have gave them 2 separate parts, or I don't know, because Mallory's shit is just as good as Rachel's. Like, they both got it going on, okay? Like, you getting 2 for 1, because this shit is crazy. Now, Rachel is the main cast member, at least in her family. And she, has a love triangle going on. She has a daughter, doesn't really 100% know who the father is. She, the most part, thinks it's Drew's, but there is that 10 to 20% chance it could be Jacob's. Same thing with Mallory. She was dating this guy. She was with him for a little bit. He was abusive. She broke up with him. She gets with another guy shortly after, but then she finds out she's pregnant. But she, for the most part, realizes it's probably her ex's, because she just broke up with him. And she's been pregnant for a minute, and she just got with this guy. He said he would stay around. He decided not to, because it wasn't his baby. So She ended up being a single mom, hence why she's always going out partying and leaving her baby at home with her sisters and her mom. So, now I guess Mallory is realizing she's not really that good of a mom and she might want to give her baby up to her mother. I don't know 100% how I feel about this situation either. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. On one hand, I get it because she's really not that good of a mom. And in some situations, sometimes it is better to give your child up if you know you really ain't shit. I know it sounds fucked up, and I know sometimes the child does grow up and resent their birth parent because they feel like, I don't care, you should have kept me anyway. But there are times when the parent really does need to give up the child. I mean, in some cases, it's like, damn, I wish you wouldn't even have the baby, because it's like, why even put children through that? Like, just use protection. But people don't. So sometimes it does make sense for the child to go somewhere else. However, she could get her act together. She's just choosing not to. Because it's not like she's like strung out on drugs. It's not like she has disabilities. It's not like she is like homeless. It's not like she is in an abusive relationship. Like, there's really nothing happening that's like that severe to where it's like she has to give her daughter up. It's more of a like, I'm just not ready to raise her, so I'm giving her up. But I get that, because even that is sometimes could be enough, because it's like, if you're not ready to raise her, you're not going to make good decisions, and you're going to be a shitty parent. So, I don't know how to feel about it 100%. Her situation, she might kind of need to do that, but at the same time, So, she decides she wants to get a DNA test, because she feels like, well, I want to make sure I know who the father of my daughter is 100%. Especially if I give custody to my mom, we need to know who the father is so that I can do that. But the mom's like, if your ex, the one that was abusive, is the father, and he tries to fight for custody, I'm not even gonna deal with that. You're gonna have to give her to him, or keep her yourself, because I'm not dealing with that. And you know what? I get it. Whatever. I ain't mad at her, because at the end of the day, that's Mallory's best to deal with. So whatever. Rachel doesn't want to do a DNA test though, because in her head she feels like Jacob is the father regardless, and she doesn't want to mess that up. I get it, because Rachel's young. She is hella young. We have to remember she's only 16 years old. Or she's 17. She just turned 17, but she had that baby at 16 years old. And she was 16 while she was pregnant, dealing with all this shit. Ratchet shit. Ratchet. So, I understand why she's kind of like limbo back and forth between the two guys, because at the end of the day she just wants somebody that loves her. Her father ain't shit. Her father's been out of her life for the past 12 years. He was supposed to meet up with her. He just stopped responding out the blue. She just wants a guy to love her just because she's her. And her father didn't do that. He wasn't around, so she's looking at Jacob or Drew, whoever's gonna do it, to do it. And when Drew's fucking up, she goes to Jacob. And when Jacob's fucking up, she goes to Drew. So, I understand, and she's young. So, I get why she's doing it, but she's going to end up hurting herself and her daughter in the end if she don't hurry up and either break up with both of them or just pick one and be done with it. Because it's just too ratchet. Like, girl. And so, she wants Jacob to be the father, but if he's not the father, and he finds out he's not the father biologically, if he really loves you and loves that girl, he'll still stay around. That'll really prove to you if he really loves that girl and he really loves you, if he still stays around. If he doesn't, then that lets you know that it's just not meant to be. So, okay, so now we're on Kaya. She just had her beautiful little boy. He is so freaking cute. That little boy is adorable. She's adjusting to motherhood. Her and Tiaza are trying to, adjust together. I told you guys I'm congested, so if I cough a little bit in this video, I apologize, but my throat's a little sore from all the fucking cloggeries of my nose. And Kaya's mother-in-law, which is her baby daddy's mother, knows that the baby was born and she wants to see the baby, but of course Kaya's not ready, which I understand. At this point, I don't feel sorry for that mother-in-law. I feel like you acted a fool, so you're going to be treated like you a fool. That's on period. So, Kaya will let her see the baby when she's ready to deal with it. And that is fine with me. I don't care if it's not fine with her. And I guess the mother-in-law is like, okay, well, she threatens to go to court to file for grandparents' rights because she feels like she's not able to see her grandson, who's only a week old, by the way, and she's upset. So, okay, whatever. Go fight in court. You'll see him when I'm ready. Like, oh well. Like, she's not going to do it. And even if she does, like, okay, bye. When they tell me I have to, when I'm forced to do it, okay, maybe we'll do it then. But until then, I'm not ready. So, go to court. It is what it is. And her baby daddy has 4 years. That's a long time. I don't know when he did exactly. I think they did mention it, but I hope he never goes back because that's ridiculous. You can't even see your son be born and then you're going to be there for 4 years. So literally by the time you get out, your son won't even know who you are. And the only way he will know who you are is if your baby mama who's not even with you drags your son all the way there every other month or whatever. Like, I'm so tired of these men just doing what the fuck they want and acting like they're invincible and then getting these women pregnant and making all these babies. And then, like, not even being around to take care of them. Like, get it the fuck together. Alright, so I'm going to try not to make this part long, but I'm done with Stefan. I'm done with him. I can't even say because I'm congested as fuck, but I'm done with Stefan. This is why I can't stand him. This is why I feel like he don't deserve another chance. Because at this point, your son is 1 year old. You knew about him from the time she was pregnant to the time she gave birth till now. So it's not like you didn't know you had a son. It's not like you didn't know you had a son coming. You knew. It's not like you weren't living in the house with her. It's not like you were living in her room with her. It's not like you didn't have a place to stay, a place to go. It's not like you didn't have anyone to help you try to get a job and get your life together that you keep saying every single time you want to make up an excuse why you don't visit or see your son. Like, knock it off. Stefan is one of those sorry ass motherfuckers that'll sit here and try to make everybody, he's a narcissist, number one. Number two, he's one of those type of motherfuckers that'll sit here and tell all his friends, his mama, his family, everybody who'll listen that, oh my god, she's so evil. She never lets me see my son. She's such a bitch. She I never abused her. I never cheated on her. Well, actually, I did, but the only reason why I did was because But then when you turn around and confront him, when you actually know he's bullshitting, you calling out his shit and you confront him, then it's, well, I was getting my life together. But Stefan, I never took you away from your son. You could have been seeing your son. But Kayla, you know I was getting my life together. And now I'm about to look at you like I'm about to fight you because I always make this ugly face when I get mad. Like, knock it off. I literally can't stand him. In a way, I a little bit feel sorry for Kayla because I'm like, damn, sis, like, you chose to share your womb with him. And now you got to deal with that for pretty much the rest of your life, or at least until Isaiah is grown. Like, God, that is a lot to deal with. He's a narcissist. He's never wrong. He'll literally lie and tell everybody that she doesn't let him see him, but then turn around and say, well, the reason why I didn't see it in her face. Then turn around when she confronts him and says to his face, you had the chance to see him, you just chose not to. Then it's, I was getting my life together, Kayla. What does that have to do with seeing your son? You literally can see your son at the park for an hour. You don't have to have a job to walk to the park to see your son. You don't have to have your life together, whatever the fuck that means, to go and take your son to get some fucking ice cream. Or, bitch, if you don't got the money, make him a motherfucking sack of lunch. Bring that shit with you and pack it all with you to the park and y'all can have a little picnic with a chips and sandwich. Like, there's no excuse, Stefan. You just choose not to be in your son's life because you don't want to. Just keep it a G. Like, I'm tired of you lying. Like, why the fuck you lying? Like, because we know you always lying. Oh, my God. Stop fucking lying. Like, stop. I'm tired of the lies. I'm so tired of it. Like, honestly, I'm tired of the lies. So I know Kayla is fed the fuck up. And she's pregnant too. Like, oh no, God. She's better than me because I don't know how I would handle it. Thank God I don't have to handle it, but bitch. Okay, and I'm pregnant. Like, no, we're not. I'm done. We're not doing this. Okay, shit. In her case, she needs to do the Brianna shit and take away his motherfucking rights and make him pay child support at the same goddamn time. Okay, do what Brianna's doing, man. Okay, do that. And also, he ain't even paying his child support. She actually did put him on child support. He only has to pay like $40 a month. $40 a month, bitch. That's only enough for diapers. That's not even enough diapers for the month. That's only enough diapers for like 2 weeks. That's literally all you have to pay for it. You're not even paying that. Like, I'm through with Stefan. He ain't shit. He's a narc. I'm over it. Get out of here. And Isaiah wasn't here for his father either because he don't even know his father, okay? You went to see your son was looking like, Mom, who that? And that's your fault because you ain't shit. And that's my period.